Hwayen's knee bounced up and down as she impatiently waited for the bell to ring. She kept glancing at the clock, ignoring the voice of her history teacher. Hwayen was about to shoot out of her chair until the grumpy voice of her teacher announced, "The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do." Hwayen's eyebrow twitched as annoyed sighs resounded in the classroom. "I have work, you old raisin." On the other hand, Gakushu irritably continued to take notes. The boy just wanted a break, but he had that inward dread and reluctance of needing to approach Hwayen to satisfy fate. "Just one quick talk and fate will stop pestering me." Both 17-year-olds sat there for another half hour, making Hwayen panic. She was going to be late for work if the old man didn't stop talking. At that point, she would only have time to go to Lucette's from school. She rode her bike to school every day, but the distance between the school and her workplace would be too far for her not to be late. That did not include time for her to change into her spare uniform. "You're dismissed." Hwayen shot out of her chair, throwing her stuff into her bag. "Shit, shit, shit," she inwardly cursed as she prepared to blast out of the classroom. Cᴇʟ called out to her, "Hwayen, do you need a ride to work?" Hwayen gave her a thankful look. "Please?" "I got you." Cᴇʟ winked. "What about your bike?" "I'll just leave it here for the night and I'll run to school in the morning," the hair-color-haired girl quickly replied. "What about me?" Seiji sulked. "Hwayen's gonna be late for work and you live, like, right across the street," Cᴇʟ stated as she rushed after Hwayen. "That is such an overstatement." Gakushu blinked at how fast Hwayen had left the classroom. He didn't even move a centimeter since the teacher had dismissed them, yet she was already out of the classroom. Lucky for him, he knew where to find her. Hwayen let out a sigh of relief as she fixed her hair in the women's restroom. Cᴇʟ leaned against the wall by the wall dryer with her arms crossed. "You're a real lifesaver, Cᴇʟ. I really owe you one." "Don't mention it. Gotta look out for the sis, you know," the brunette replied with a smile. "Besides, it's not your fault that Urasaku-sensei talks too much and held us after the bell." Hwayen began to wash her hands, but observed herself in the mirror. Her eyes narrowed when she saw her own reflection wink at her. "Why are you looking at yourself like that?" Cᴇʟ raised an eyebrow. "You look amazing, even without your usual makeup." "No reason." Hwayen trailed off. "Well, I got a blast." Cᴇʟ checked her watch. "Once you walk out, I'm gonna go, okay?" "Okay," Hwayen nodded. As the two females walked out of the restroom, Hwayen's eyes widened at the sight of a blue-haired boy, a black-haired girl, and a tall redhead. I might just stay after all." Cᴇʟ mockingly laughed. Hwayen elbowed her in the side, making the girl sigh. "Hwayen!" Kaede beamed. "Hwayen!" Nagisa sent her a smile. "Ew, it's Hwayen," Karma joked. Cᴇʟ snickered, earning another elbow. "What are you three doing here?" Hwayen questioned with a raised eyebrow. "I invited them since it's been a while since we've seen each other." Kaede grinned. "Even Karma said that he hasn't seen you around school." "Is that so?" Hwayen inwardly felt funny at the sound of that. "Well, I'm busy so I can't talk." "Lame," Karma hummed. Hwayen rolled her eyes, but then spoke. "By the way, this is Cᴇʟ. She's my friend in class 2A. Cᴇʟ, these are my friends from junior high. The blue one is Nagisa, the wavy black hair is Kayano, and the red head is Karma." "Oh, I know Karma." She gave Hwayen a look, making the hair-color-haired girl glare. So Karma has a reputation at Kunigagaoka High as well." Nagisa's sweat dropped. "Of course." Karma pridefully grinned. "I'm the one constantly taking Asano's top spot, after all." "The top spot is not the only thing you're taking from him." Cᴇʟ snorted. "Cᴇʟ, I swear to God." Hwayen hissed. "Wait, what's that supposed to mean?" Kaede questioned. Karma raised an eyebrow. "Ellen?" her shift manager called out. "Oh, coming," she called back and hurried off. Cᴇʟ took a seat beside Kaede after she had invited her to. The four of them started a conversation. Wayne hasn't really changed much since we last saw her, Nagisa pointed out. It's kind of a relief. At least her attitude hasn't gone back to the way it was before. Kaede chuckled. What do you mean? Kale asked. She used to be easily irritated and had one hell of a sharp tongue, Karma answered. It used to be so fun to mess with her, 'cause some of the funniest crap comes out of her mouth. As the three began to absolutely expose Wayne to Kyo, the girl who was the topic of the conversation walked back out. I heard you guys talking shit about me. She narrowed her eyes at them. Language! Shut up, you demon. Wayne rolled her eyes, but couldn't hold back a smile. Anyways, what are you gonna order? Can I get that pudding and a cup of jasmine tea? Kaede ordered. A cappuccino, Nagisa stated. Not a green tea for me, Kyo answered. You know me. Karma smirked. Yeah, whatever, strawberry milk it is. She wrote down their orders and walked off, handing her coworker the order. She would continue to take people's orders and bring them out. Once their orders were done, she brought them on a tray. Pudding and jasmine tea for Kaede. Thank you. Cappuccino for Nagisa. Thanks. Matcha for Kyo. Thank you. And poison for Karma. Yum. Wayne smiled as she set down his glass of house-made strawberry milk. As she did so, the doorbell jingled and another customer walked in. When Kyo and Kaede noticed who it was, they both individually took a sip of their tea. Hello? Kyo hid her worried smile behind her cup. Yikes. Kaede sighed. They shot each other a surprised look. Oh my god, do you know? Kyo giddily asked. Wait, are you talking about that? Kaede gasped. Yes, I'm talking about that. Kyo nodded with a grin. In that case, then yes, I do know about that. Kaede mirrored her expression. The two girls started squealing in excitement, making Nagisa sweat drop. Sometimes it astounds me how girls can do that. He deadpanned. Tell me about it. Karma rolled his eyes, but then noticed who had walked in. Well, if it isn't Asano Jr. himself. When Gakushu walked in, at the sight of Wayne setting down Karma's drink with such a tender smile, he felt his heart stop for a quick moment. The sour feeling returned, except worse than before. Fate is doing this on purpose. Akabane. Gakushu held back the urge to glare at him. Karma was already his rival when it came to academics. He didn't need him as a rival for his soulmate's heart, too. And by that, he meant that Karma could have her, if it meant that fate would leave him alone. Wayne only spared one single glance for Gakushu and walked away, her eyebrow twitching in irritation. Why the hell is he here again? Damn. Kyo sighed with a smile. Wayne really said, I got a dib. Holy crap! Maya, a college student and one of the only co-workers Wayne tolerated, gawked. Isn't that the kid you said left 2,000 yen in tips? Unfortunately, yes. Wayne hummed in irritation. What do you mean, unfortunately? Maya snorted. The kid is obviously flush with cash. Treat him well, Ellen. Who knows how high those tips will get? Wayne paused. Well, she's not wrong. But it's Asano, she sighed. Damn it. And Karma's here too. She glanced at the group of students, all around the same age. Now that she looked at them closely, why the hell do Karma and Asano look like the same person? And this is where I leave you. So please stay tuned for the next part of this series. Have an amazing morning, have an amazing evening, have an amazing afternoon whenever you are listening to this. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Goodbye, everyone. They both individually took a sip of their tea. Hello? Cute. Cute hit